All right.
Test, test.
All right.
Test, test.
All right. We are sweet. We're good.
Welcome back, everybody, to another live stream, and we are going to be continuing where we left off. We're now on episode 5. Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Look away, look away, look away, look away. The show will wreck your evening, your whole life and your day. Every single episode is nothing but dismay. So look away, look away, look away. The Baudelaire's new guardian is racked with fear and panic. They end up on a boat that might as well be the Titanic. We polled a bunch of adults, 99% agree. There must be something happier on screen for you to see. Just look away, look away. There's nothing but horror and inconvenience on the way. Ask any stable person, should I watch? And they will say, look away, 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 look away.
Alrighty. The Wide Window, Part 1.
Good evening and welcome to Lacrimose News, where things that are happening keep happening until they stop. Not unlike the plight of the Baudelaire orphans, whom viewers will recall lost their parents and their home in a terrible fire. With the latest update on their dire plight is our co-anchor, Vincent Vigdimitrios. Vincent?
Thanks, Veronica. Viewers will recall that following the fire, the Baudelaires were sent to live with Count Olaf, a villainous actor and an active villain who has vowed repeatedly that he will stop at nothing to get his hands on the enormous fortune the Baudelaire parents left behind.
Let's hope so, Vincent. Coming up next, some very nice people were poisoned. But first, the weather.
If the story of the Baudelaire orphans were a weather report, there would be hardly any sunshine to be seen. Instead, there would be cloudbursts of unhappiness, blizzards of despair, misery in the form of sleet storms, various cold fronts of terror, horror, attacks of allergies. Not to mention the threat of a devastating hurricane lurking just off the map. If you didn't know about the Baudelaire orphans' unfortunate history, and you saw them disembark from the fickle ferry and arrive at Damocles Dock, you might think they were bound for an exciting adventure.
Here we are, Baudelaire. Demo.
But you would be dead wrong.
Demo.
My name is Lemony Snicket.
Duty demo.
It's my sad duty
Demo clay.
to tell the tale of Baudelaire's tragic lives.
Demo class.
But you likely have no such responsibilities.
Democrat.
And should escape from this sad story
Dem caca.
before another storm of melancholy engulfs you in dampness and misery.
Doc.
It's pronounced Damocles, after the probably apocryphal figure in Sicilian mythology.
Well, I don't have time to learn things. The banking day has already begun. In any case, I'm sure you'll be off on some exciting adventure with your new guardian. Remember, you can always rely on us at Mortuary Money Management. Now, if you'll excuse me, I will leave you alone on this mostly deserted dock to wait for your taxi to your Aunt Josephine's house.
She's not meeting us here?
Strangely, she said she'd be unable to come to the dock, and I didn't think it polite to ask why. Perhaps she's planning a surprise party for you children. Which reminds me, I know you've had a frightening and mystifying time with that horrible man, Count... What's his name?
Olaf.
Olaf. Who knows where he came from?
You put us in his care.
I wouldn't exactly call it care. He's a thief and a murderer, and so far has completely escaped capture, but I have the thing that just might turn things around. Peppermints. Delicious peppermints. My second favorite candy when I was a boy. You can eat them in the taxi on the way to meet your dowager aunt.
What's that?
Oh, Violet, I'm surprised at you. A girl your age should know that a taxi is a car that takes you someplace for a reasonable fee. And this should just about cover it. Cheers, Baudelaire. Good luck.
Dowager is a fancy word for widow. Thank you.
Should we have told him we're allergic to peppermints?
It didn't seem worth mentioning. We have a lot more important things on our minds.
Like asking Aunt Josephine if she can help explain all the strange and mysterious things that keep happening to us.
And how to get a taxi.
Does anyone need a ride somewhere for a reasonable fee?
This town doesn't seem very crowded.
It's the off-season. When the weather's nice, this town is as crowded as can be. But right now, things are as dead as a cat I ran over this morning. Hold on. I hope your Aunt Josephine has enough food and supplies when Hurricane Herman arrives. It's supposed to be a doozy. I'm gonna sit it out in the cabin with the works of Herman Melville and a large pot of vegetarian chili.
I thought hurricanes only occurred near ocean.
Now, with a body of water as large as Lake Lachrymose, anything can happen. You know, what's interesting is the storms in Herman Melville's work are more
That was over for a
metaphorical
second.
or even allegorical rather than the naturalistic style of someone like Thoreau, if you know what I mean. The shore represents our tenuous hold on the earthly nature of mortal existence, and the turbulent waters
that have looked
represent the
familiar?
villainy and troubles in our own lives. Like a threatening rowboat getting closer and closer with each passing moment.
Ah, solitude. Blissful contemplation of my inward eye. Only when I am alone can I court the muse and dream up the next step in my glorious scheme.
And what is the next step, boss?
Brute force? No, I need something worthy of this grandiose locale. Something dashing, something romantic. You know, in many ways, I am married to the sea.
This is actually a large lake.
I am married to the sea, but my girlfriend
Bro.
is a large lake.
Land ho! I told you to stop calling me that.
I would say to him, how about you?
There ain't no way that Olaf knows where they are.
Rest your leg. Wow. Your aunt must be a remarkable lady to live all the way up here by herself.
We've been told Aunt Josephine is fierce and formidable.
She must be.
Good luck!
Thank you.
Ain't no way, bro.
I hope she really can answer all of her questions.
There's so much we don't know. It's like we're standing on the edge of a precipice with no idea what lies below.
In fact, it was exactly like that. Although I do know what lies below, which is a 300-foot drop into the freezing waters of Lake Lachrymose. Still, standing on a precipice is better than slipping on a precipice or falling over a precipice. So, before things get worse, I would advise that you take note of the 3 words the Baudelaires are about to find on Aunt Josephine's front door.
Please go away.
What? There's no way.
Don't knock. You might get splinters. This door is made of wood, which is teeming with tiny shards, which in turn is teeming with infection. You must never knock.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you're right about all that. We're looking for Aunt Josephine. I'm Violet Baudelaire, and these are my siblings.
Klaus and Sonny, of course, of course. Come in, come in.
The doorbell didn't appear to be working.
It's disconnected. There is the danger of electrocution. And be careful not to bump into the phone.
I've read quite a bit about electricity, and I'm reasonably certain that doorbells and telephones are safe.
Not if you have a faulty pacemaker.
Does someone here have a faulty pacemaker?
No, but you can never be too careful.
Do you live with our Aunt Josephine?
I am your Aunt Josephine.
The heck?
You are?
Yes, of course.
Are you sure?
Of course, I'm sure. Although I prefer the word certain. Follow me. But mind the rug. You might trip and break your necks.
Huh?
Here's Aunt Josephine.
Formidable, Aunt Josephine.
Crazy and
Delmo? What do you mean by Delmo? I consider myself an expert on the English language, and I have no idea what the word Delmo means.
Sonny doesn't speak fluently yet, just baby talk mostly.
Well, you have arrived just in time. I know you've seen many unusual things.
Yes, we have.
And you must have many questions.
yes.
In my library, you will find all the answers that you need. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Then
We're
open
ready.
the door. Just push on the wood. The knob could shatter into a million pieces and hit your eyes.
What a view.
Lake Lachrymos. I know every island in its waters and every cave along its shores. But now I can only stand to look at it from far away. That's why I couldn't meet you on the docks. I'm too haunted by the past.
Does this have anything to do with our parents?
Certainly not. It has to do with my husband, Ike. He was my best friend, my partner, and one of the few people I knew who could whistle with crackers in his mouth. His specialty was Beethoven's Fourth String Quartet.
Our mother could do that.
Her specialty was Mozart's 14th Symphony.
Yeah, that's right.
We were all friends, your parents and Ike and me. We used to gather on these shores for picnics and to develop our own secret codes.
Our parents developed secret codes.
I'll never forget our last picnic. I warned Ike to wait an hour after eating before going into the lake, but he only waited 45 minutes.
Did he get cramps? That's what's supposed to happen if you don't wait an hour before you swim.
Cramps are one reason, but in Lake Lachrymos, there's another. Part of the lake is a breeding ground for the Lachrymos leeches, which are quite different from regular leeches. They each have 6 rows of very sharp teeth and one very sharp nose that can smell the tiniest bit of food from far, far away. The Lachrymos leeches are usually quite harmless, but if they smell food on a human, they will start to swarm around him and... Ah! I apologize, children. It is grammatically incorrect to end a sentence with the word and. But I get so upset when I think about
We're sorry we asked about him.
We didn't mean to upset you.
Aunt Josephine, you said you had answers for us.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. As soon as Sunny said what she said, I knew you were missing some crucial information.
Sunny, what did she say?
Don't you remember, Klaus? She said Delmo, and that's when I knew what I had to impart. The key to making sense to this confusing and terrifying world. Perhaps you're too young.
We can handle it.
We can handle anything.
Grammar.
Grammar?
Grammar. Since I lost Ike, I have devoted my life to the study of it. Here is a complete history of nouns. Oh, and there is an explicitly illustrated encyclopedia of verbs. I am so happy to have 3 young new charges to learn everything, from the Oxford comma to the Wesleyan semicolon.
Grammar.
Grammar. It's the greatest joy in life, don't you find?
Aunt Josephine, what does grammar have to do with developing secret codes?
You used the wrong tense, Klaus. It's a common grammatical error. You should have said, what did grammar have to do with developing secret codes?
What did grammar have to do?
Absolutely nothing. Ah! It's the clock. Lunchtime. How does soup sound?
Soup sounds wonderful.
Jinx. That's soup?
Cold soup.
Oh, yes. I never cook anything hot. I'm afraid to turn on the stove. It might burst into flames. This is chilled cucumber soup. It's a recipe that I learned in Egypt, where I was briefly employed as a snake charmer.
Our father lived in Egypt before we were born. Is that when you...
I don't talk about that.
When we were living with Uncle Monty.
I said I don't talk about that.
But there was a statue.
Klaus, I said I don't talk about that.
You don't talk about that or you won't.
This is one of those rare grammatical instances where don't and won't mean the same thing. I knew your parents a long time ago, when things were very different. Those were fierce and formidable days. But I don't talk about that, and you won't hear about that. I shouldn't have to tell you orphans there are many, many things to be afraid of in this world. The safest strategy is to be afraid of them all.
Get her
I like
help.
to think of happier things. The joys of grammar, and how much I love the sunshine. I like to imagine that where he is now, the weather is just as lovely and sunny as can be. Of course, nobody knows what happens to you when you die, but I like to think that my husband is somewhere hot.
And Josephine, have you ever thought about moving somewhere else? Maybe if you lived far away from Lake Lacrimose, you might feel better?
We'd go with you.
Maybe then you'd feel comfortable enough to discuss some of the things you don't and won't discuss.
I can never sell this house. I'm afraid of real estate agents.
I'm sure you know there are two kinds of fears, rational and irrational. Or in simpler terms, fears that make sense and fears that don't. For instance, the Baudelaire orphans had a fear of Count Olaf, which makes perfect sense because he's an evil man who wants to destroy them. But if they were afraid of lemon meringue pie, that would be an irrational fear because lemon meringue pie is delicious and has never hurt a soul. Being afraid of hurricanes is perfectly rational because they could be quite sinister and destructive, but a fear of real estate agents, a term which here means people who assist in the buying and selling of houses, would be an irrational fear because nothing sinister has ever come from the real estate market.
Count Olaf. I didn't think I'd see you again after all that unpleasantness with Mr. Snicket.
What are you doing here? It's the off-season.
Thanks to a helpful real estate agent, this restaurant is under new management.
New management? Don't make me laugh.
You're not laughing.
Neither are you.
The Baudelaires are safe and sound, and learning everything they need to know about our secret organization.
Oh?
They should have begun their training years ago, but it's not too late. Rats! Their new guardian is the most fierce and formidable member of our organization.
Not Snicket.
What? No. Isn't he dead?
Is he? It doesn't matter. All your silly codes and obscure literary references can't save you.
Oh?
The Baudelaire children will be destroyed, and their fortune will be mine. Rats, you and your ridiculous comrades will be swept away.
We'll see about that.
Yes, we will.
That's what I'm saying. You can push me around all you want.
Thank you.
But Josephine will stop you. The children will stop you. Reports indicate that they have incredible gifts.
Josephine?
Gifts? For Violet, a lovely doll.
That looks horrifying. What the world, bro?
Plenty of outfits. Her name is Pretty Penny. Isn't she adorable?
She looks a little like Madame Curie.
For Klaus, a deck of cards. I have never been a young boy, but I hear they enjoy card games.
I once read a book about the history of legalized gambling.
And for little Sonny, it is a rattle. It makes a little noise. Do you like them?
It's very generous of you, Aunt Josephine.
Well, I know my home isn't the warmest place, but if you follow the rules, it will be a safe one. And as your guardian, your safety is my greatest responsibility. That is why I put cans near all the doors and windows each night. In case any burglars come in, they trip over the cans and wake us up.
But what if we're awake in the house with an angry burglar?
Angry burglar? Where?
Aunt Josephine, you must be very worried about Hurricane Herman.
Hurricane?
Herman, the taxi driver said it's a huge storm headed our way.
Oh dear. We'll need food. We'll need supplies. We must all go to town immediately.
Maybe my sisters and I could stay here.
Good point. You never know what might happen in a small town. You ever read Thornton Wilder? Perhaps we should all stay here.
Of course, but what if we run out of food in the middle of a hurricane?
Wouldn't that be frightening?
Terrifyingly frightening.
I won't be long, children. Don't do anything dangerous. You know, anything I wouldn't do.
Of course not. Nothing you wouldn't do.
don't care for the sound, but maybe I could use your rattle to invent a burglar alarm so Aunt Josephine won't have to rely on piles of cans.
And Sonny, you can have the deck of cards. You enjoy playing poker more than I do.
That leaves you with the doll.
Plenty of boys enjoy playing with dolls. Although I would rather a book.
That doesn't seem fair.
At least Aunt Josephine's trying. She wanted to get us gifts, even though she didn't know what we liked. We shouldn't complain.
You're right. She means well. Even though she's terrified of everything, we shouldn't complain.
You're right. I want to complain anyway.
Let's get to work.
Aunt Josephine told us that all the answers we need were in her library, but she made a grammatical error.
Wait, let me get this straight. Aunt Josephine made a grammatical error?
The word library is singular, meaning one. But this isn't one library, it's two. The one you see here. And the one you don't. Aunt Josephine might not open up, but her safe might.
That won't be easy. That's why people have safes. Most safes use 3 numbers. That means that there are thousands of possible combinations.
1 million. Aunt Josephine said that she and our parents developed secret codes. In some codes, numbers substitute for letters and words.
If it's words, it'd have to be something she'd remember, something she cares about.
Grammar?
There are too many letters.
What else does she care about? Cold food?
Doorbell safety.
Avoiding questions about anything we want to know.
That's 3 letters long.
I is the 9th letter of the alphabet, 11 for K, and E the 5th.
Crackers?
Very high-pitched Beethoven.
That's Ike's whistling music. And look.
Aunt Josephine wrestling with an alligator.
And winning.
Boxing.
Wow.
Skydiving.
Jumps out of a plane for fun.
Cooking with fire. She wasn't scared of anything.
What happened to her?
The incomplete history of secret organizations.
All the answers are in here. Even if our guardian won't tell us anything, we can still find out what we're looking for.
Knock the doorknob, knock the doorknob. Baudelaire, there you are. Sonny, I found something very interesting at the town market and petting zoo.
Limes.
I found 2 very interesting things at the town market and petting zoo. One, yes, a great deal of limes at a reasonable price. Is perfect for cold lime stew. The other is even better. Something wonderful. Baudelaire's, I know I am a disappointment to you and to countless others. Believe it or not, I used to be a fierce and formidable woman. Your parents and I were more than friends. We were associates. We were colleagues, comrades, collaborators, allies, volunteers. But these are troubling times.
I know you miss Ike very much.
And I know you miss your parents very much. It's a curious thing, the death of a loved one. It's like climbing the stairs to your room in the dark, thinking that there's one more stair than there is. Your foot falls through the air, and there is a sickly feeling of dark surprise.
That's exactly what it's like.
It's terrifying. But today, I realized, with my hands full of limes, you can't be terrified forever. I think I am ready to be fierce and formidable again. And I think we can do it together.
That sounds wonderful.
So, can I leave you children alone a few more hours? He wants to take me out for a fried egg sandwich. What? I met a man, a gentleman, at the town market and petting zoo. He has had a troubled past, and we're going to talk about it over a fried egg sandwich. It'll be good to have something hot for a change. I just wanted to get a warm cardigan that's flattering to my figure.
You're going on a date?
Don't be vulgar, Violet. It is not a date. necessarily. It's just two adults sharing quality time together over toasted rye bread and runny yolks. Oh, be nice to him, won't you? Just make small talk while I get my sweater. Oh, Captain! Oh, Captain!
I'm hobbling as fast as I can, Josephine.
Oh, Lord.
Well, good evening, children. My name is Captain Sham, and my home
Oh,
is...
You have got
No, it
to be
isn't.
Well, it's a large lake.
Don't be ridiculous.
All right, all right. My home is near a large lake. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We've already made your acquaintance. You're Count Olaf.
Count Olaf? Why would you bring up such a terrifying person, Count Olaf? Just as I was working up the courage to go put on my cardigan. Good thing we have a sea captain to keep us safe.
Aunt Josephine, this is not a sea captain. This is Count Olaf.
Klaus, I am shocked.
It's true.
I am shocked at your grammar. You can't say, this is Count Olaf.
It
The
is!
proper sentence is, he is Count Olaf.
Who is this Count Omar? He sounds handsome.
He has the same shiny eyes and the same single eyebrow.
Klaus! Grammar! That is an eye patch.
The tattoo. Count Olaf has a tattoo of an eye on his left ankle.
Violet? This man's left ankle was devoured during his duties as a sailboat rental agent.
My gosh.
That's how the two of us met. I was shopping for limes.
Shall I?
Oh, you tell
No,
it.
you tell it.
Very well.
I remember it as if it were yesterday.
Although it was only a few hours ago.
Ow, sorry. A few hours ago. But there is no way, Josephine, you're falling for this. There's no way.
Very
This is
fresh
scripted.
dill, very fresh dill.
Have you heard that Captain Sham is in
Bro,
town?
then there's just higher up there is. No.
Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads.
Speaking of handsome, have you heard about Captain Sham?
I'm talking to myself about Captain Sham.
Limes, whole lot of limes.
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 I need some limes.
I sell limes.
So citric acid.
Would you allow me, madam? I have an eye for ripeness. I've always thought that the tangiest pulp comes from the toughest rinds.
Oh, my.
Of course, you're probably far too young to understand that, miss.
Antwistle. Josephine Antwistle.
I'm Captain Sham.
The brave Captain Sham?
The famous Captain Sham?
The Captain Sham, who was in disguise?
Oh, I've heard your name everywhere.
Yes, that's the idea. My name is Captain Sham, and my home is the sea.
Oh, I would have thought you lived nearby.
Large lake, large lake. I am so happy to make the acquaintance of a local personage. I've been so lonely since I lost my, left leg.
I'm so sorry.
I've been fitted with a wooden prosthetic.
How did it happen?
Used half of an old broom.
No, I mean the accident.
Oh, the accident. Nobody could possibly understand.
It's ununderstandable.
I was sitting on my boat,
The way sailors do,
enjoying some pasta puttanesca,
which is also totally normal.
when I spilled some on my leg.
And a very handsome leg it was.
Before I knew it, the leeches were attacking me.
Terrible.
Ghastly!
I fought them off as best I could,
Kapow! Zoink!
but my right leg was not strong enough.
Left.
My right leg was not strong enough to rescue my left leg.
That's terrible.
Yes, it is terrible. And no one can understand. Can you, stranger?
No.
You, other stranger?
No.
I wish I could understand, because you're so very handsome.
You see, nobody can understand, and that's why I'm all alone.
I can understand, Captain Sham.
What?
It can't be.
Extraordinary.
I don't believe it.
That's just how it happened with my husband.
That wasn't pasta.
Leeches. I lost my husband to the lachrymose leeches.
Good heavens, I had absolutely no idea, I swear.
None of us did.
I've never even heard of your husband, Ike.
Then you do understand.
I think I do.
What?
Two lost and damaged souls. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Could it be possible that my lonely days are over?
I have been lonely too. And I disconnected the doorbell.
Why did you do that?
Because of electrocution.
That's crazy.
Boss.
Crazy because I did the exact same thing myself.
Really?
Okay, yes.
The world is so terrifying.
It is. It is. Just like the rough and tumultuous sea.
Lake.
Lake.
Oh, perhaps I need a captain.
Yes, yes. Perhaps we should sail this fragile and flammable world together.
Sail?
Yes, I'm a sailboat rental agent.
Is that anything like a real estate agent?
It's actually quite similar.
Absolutely not. See, I have my own business cards.
Captain Sham's sailboats. Every boat has its own sail. Oh, Captain, you have made a serious grammatical error here.
What?
This card says it's, IT''S. That always means it is. You don't mean to say every boat has its own sail. You mean simply ITS, as in belonging to it. It's a common mistake, but a dreadful one.
Thank you for pointing that out. Care to accompany me on a cruise through leech-infested waters?
Oh, no, Captain. I couldn't possibly go out on Lake Lachrymose. Not after what happened to my husband. I'm surprised you can.
I can't. I never said I could.
Fried egg sandwich.
How would you like to go get a fried egg sandwich?
What an opportunity.
I'm so jealous.
I'd love to.
Great.
Ew.
Perhaps I could review it one more time.
Bro.
IT''S.
I'm sure they understand, Josephine. After all, these three children aren't blithering morons, are you, Baudelaires? No, they're wonderful, obedient little orphans. Maybe one day they'll also let me take them on a boat ride very far away.
No. No. Go jump in the lake.
A hairless pygmy!
She is a baby, and you know that.
We'll discuss what sort of pygmy she is later. In the meantime, the adults have a date.
I'll get my card again.
Aunt Josephine.
Oh, Violet, calm down. I'll be back in a jiffy.
So, long time no see.
You will never get away with this.
Get away with what? I'm just a sea captain romancing a fierce and formidable woman.
You're not a sea captain.
Oh, yes, I am. It says so on my business cards.
Business cards aren't proof of anything. Anyone can go to a print shop and have cards made that say anything they like.
Well, you're just a heap of facts, aren't you, Klaus? Facts and facts and facts and facts. But none of them do you any good. Just like poor Uncle Monty and your parents. May they rest in ashes.
Oh, Captain Sham.
Aunt Josephine, we have to tell you something.
That's right! Stay back, Josephine! Stay back! There's lit candles in here! Everyone, remain calm! Remain calm! Oh, the heat! The heat!
Your acting is terrible. Holy crap.
Danger's past. It's fine now. The orphans tried to engulf your entire house in flames, but it's fine now. Shh.
Oh, thank you, Captain Sham.
Please, call me Julio.
Julio.
Bro,
Now,
what?
Let's get a fried egg in you, madam.
I would like that very much.
So the orphans would like to say they're sorry, wouldn't you, orphan?
No.
We're very sorry.
We'll speak no more about it, Baudelaires. Clean up the dishes and go to bed. And no more candles.
Yes, Aunt Josephine.
Or doorknobs.
Of course.
Or...
Come now, Josephine. A romantic ride in the back of a taxi. OH.
And be careful in your dreams.
Don't wait up, orphans.
We have to go after her.
Let's say, yeah, they aren't wasting any time.
Sandwich restaurants within driving distance.
We'll walk into town. If we see the taxi driver, we can ask him where he took them.
What do we do when we find them? Aunt Josephine's fallen for Count Olaf's disguise and for Count Olaf.
Maybe so, but we haven't. Whatever Count Olaf's scheme is, we have to stop it.
Dude, are you joking?
Going somewhere?
Young people shouldn't wander around this time of night. There are dangerous people lurking about.
Go back in the house.
Where it's safer and strangers can't get you.
Strangers? Where?
I thought you were guarding the waiter.
I thought they were.
We thought he was.
So nobody's guarding the waiter?
Ah. Oh.
We'll be keeping an eye on you.
Bro, just run. You guys kids.
There must be another way out of here.
There is one other way. Wait here.
We can't get out that way. Even if that window could open, it's at least 100-foot drop.
Or a 100-foot climb. I saw some fishing nets in the kitchen. I could break them into a ladder.
Violet.
We could break the window and climb down.
Violet.
We'd reach the water
Violet.
in no time.
Then what?
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
We don't even know what Count Olaf's plan is.
We know he wants to use Aunt Josephine to get our fortune.
And then maybe he's going to kill her, like he did Uncle Monty.
Maybe he's gonna marry her like he tried to do with me.
I can think of 100 different outcomes, all of which are terrifying.
That must be how Aunt Josephine feels.
And maybe she's right. The world is scary and we should be afraid. No matter where we go, Count Olaf will be there. No matter who we tell, no one will listen to us. There is nowhere safe for us. And no guardian can help us. And our parents are never coming back.
Life is a conundrum of esoterica. That's what Uncle Monty...
Uncle Monty is dead.
Aunt Josephine isn't. She didn't protect us from Count Olaf, but we can still protect her. We have to warn her, even if it's dangerous.
You don't sound scared.
Remember what Mother said? Do the scary thing first.
And get scared afterwards. I'll see what I can find.
I'll work on that ladder.
I love the sea. The reason I'm a sailor, 'cause it's the only way to be. Well, I love schooners, and I love ships, and I love that boat that tugs. I have nautical images on all my sheets and rugs. See what I did? I love the sea. The reason I'm a sailor, 'cause it's the only way to be. The reason I'm a sailor, 'cause it's the only way to be. It's a large lake, actually.
I do hope the children will be safe.
I do hope the children will be safe.
We should have a clear flight, provided the weather holds, the plane flies, and none of our enemies have air cannons.
That sounds like...
Our honeymoon.
Things worked out then?
Well, things change. We have 3 children who need us, and they need us now.
They're brave, like their mother.
They're bold, like their father. Have you decoded the message yet?
It says you can't lock up the barn after the horses are gone. I hope we're not too late.
Bullet holes.
It is like a honeymoon. The expression, you can't lock up the barn after the horses are gone, is a favorite of a woman who meant a great deal to me, even after she was drowned. The expression simply means that sometimes even the best of plans will occur to you when it is too late, just as all of us are far, far too late to be of any help at all to the Baudelaires. I wish that I could go back somehow and warn the Baudelaires about what would happen that sorry evening. I spent many sleepless nights wishing there was some powerful invention, some crucial bit of research that might enable me to change the Baudelaires' sad history. But again and again, I remind myself that there was nothing I could do, just as the Baudelaires could do nothing to prevent that window from shattering.
What was that?
It sounded like a window shattering. Aunt Josephine!
Aunt Josephine? Josephine.
Wait, what? Whoa.
These sleepless nights wishing there was some powerful invention, some crucial bit of research that might enable me to change the Baudelaires' sad history. But again and again, I remind myself that there was nothing I could do, just as the Baudelaires could do nothing to prevent that window from shattering.
What was that?
It sounded like a window shattering. Aunt Josephine!
Aunt Josephine? Josephine.
That was not her. Right? That's not her. That's not her, bro. No, it's not. No.
Violet, Klaus, and Sunny. By the time you read this note, my life will be at its end. No. My heart is as cold as ice when I find my life.
No, that's not her, bro.
Josephine.
No, it's not.
It is impossible to go back.
No.
Of course,
No.
and tell the Baudelaires that their fears that night were entirely rational. It is impossible to go back and tell them anything at all. Just as it is impossible to put Aunt Josephine's house back on top of this cliff. I can tell you something. I can tell you that as the Baudelaires stood there and gazed out the wide window of Josephine's house, believing that their guardian was dead,
Josephine.
that they were wrong.
Yeah.
I can tell you that Aunt Josephine was not dead at all.
Yeah. Yeah, but say she's not.
Not yet.
Not yet. That was a short episode. That was short. That was a short episode.
Look away, look away, look away, look.
It led me to this desperate act. But please know that I am much happier this way. As my last will and testament, I leave you three in the care of Captain Sham.
No!
Kind and honorable man.
No way.
Please think of me kindly, even though I've done this terrible thing. Josephine and Whistle.
It can't be.
Can't be. When you lose someone important to you, it can't be are often the words that run through your saddened head. It can't be that I've lost someone so important. It can't be that I will never see them again. It can't be, it can't be, it can't be. My name is Lemony Snicket, and it is my job to report the history of the Baudelaire orphans, but it can't be that you have nothing better to do. The Baudelaires believed incorrectly that they would never see their Aunt Josephine again, but it can't be that you are interested in watching them suffer as her last words echo again and again throughout her empty and doomed house. It can't be.
As my last will and testament, I leave you three in the care of Captain Sham, a kind and honorable man. Please think of me kindly, even though I'd done this terrible thing. Yes, I understand. I'll tell them. Of course, I'll tell them. I promise, I'll tell them. Goodbye. Mr. Poe says we can always rely on Mulcherry money management.
I just can't believe it.
It's all there in ink and shaky handwriting, and Josephine is dead, and she's left us in the care of Count Olaf.
It's not right. There's something funny about this note.
There's nothing funny about a woman throwing herself out of a window.
Not funny as in a funny joke. Funny as in a funny smell. Let me show you. In the very first sentence, she says, my life will be at its end.
And now it is.
That's not what I mean. She says it's. IT''S, meaning it is. She means ITS. That's a sizable grammatical error.
Who cares about grammatical errors when she jumped out a window?
Aunt Josephine would have cared. She said grammar was the greatest joy in life.
But that's not enough. No matter how much she liked grammar, she says she found her life unbearable.
That's another error. She didn't say she found her life unbearable. With an U, she said she found her life inbearable. With an I. That's not a word.
Our situation isn't inbearable, it's unbearable. And Josephine left us in the care of Captain Sham, and I don't know what we can do about it.
I wish we'd never read Mr. Poe that note. Then we could have torn it up and forged a new one in her handwriting that didn't mention Captain Sham.
Wouldn't it be difficult to imitate her handwriting?
Maybe it's not her handwriting at all.
Forgery? That's a very serious charge.
Not as serious as murder.
Which is what Count Olaf did. He murdered Aunt Josephine and forged a note.
Again with Count Olaf. I must say, other than a gaping middle-aged woman-shaped hole in the window, I can see no sign of struggle or break-in.
We told you, Count Olaf didn't have to break into Aunt Josephine's house.
He was in disguise and Aunt Josephine fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
Please, Klaus, there's no time for fishing jokes. Anyway, there's a very simple way to tell who wrote this note. We simply have to compare it to your Aunt Josephine's handwriting.
That's actually an excellent idea.
You are very intelligent children, but even the most intelligent people sometimes need the help of a banker.
Wait right here.
This is limes. That's so hilarious.
Here's Aunt Josephine's shopping list. We can use this to compare.
Oh, look here. Look at the V in several gallons of vinegar and how it matches the V in violet she wrote in the note. And look at the C in cold soup ingredients and how it matches the C in Captain Sham. And look where she writes, I think shopping is terribly dangerous, and how it matches, think of me kindly even though I'd done this terrible thing.
Should be I've done this terrible thing.
Yes, it is a terrible thing, and I'm sure it's very upsetting to read. But once and for all, we can see the note is not a forgery.
You're right.
But why would this Captain Sham person go through so much trouble just to place you under his care?
We've already told you Captain Sham is Count Olaf in disguise.
Now then, I know you three have had some terrible experiences, but you mustn't start letting your imaginations get the best of you. Remember when you were staying with Uncle Monty? You were convinced that his assistant Stefano was actually Count Olaf in disguise.
On Netflix,
Stefano was actually Count
Netflix.
Olaf in disguise.
That's the point. The point is that you can't just start jumping to conclusions. You've jumped to the conclusions that this note was a forgery, and now you're jumping to the conclusion that a villainous man who swore he'd stop at nothing until he got a hold of your parents' enormous fortune is involved in some plot to get a hold of your parents' enormous fortune.
You don't have to believe us. See for yourself. His troop has been camped outside all night, keeping an eye on us.
Well, I see an approaching hurricane, but no theatrical troop. It's like I said, Baudelaire, you're letting your imagination get the best of you. Imagination's all well and good for children's books or digital entertainment, but this is real life.
Mr. Poe, you have to believe us when we tell you that Captain Sham is really Count Olaf.
Josephine's note might not have been forged, but there's something suspicious going on. It's full of grammatical errors.
Children, disguises and grammatical errors, these are dire accusations, but they're easily investigated. We can settle the whole matter over brunch.
Brunch?
This is a word for the combination of breakfast and lunch.
We know what brunch means.
Oh, good, then you'll have an easy time with the menu. Captain Sham has invited us all to a restaurant to talk this over.
No.
Already spoken with Captain Sham?
Yes, by some strange coincidence, he called me accidentally, trying to reach a knife store to buy a surprise for some children he knows. He was shocked to hear about Josephine's death, but joy to the prospect of raising you children. What sailor wouldn't be?
We're not going to brunch with that villain.
We'll stay here and examine the note.
Oh, no, Baudelaire. I want to settle this matter once and for all. They tell me Hurricane Herman is going to be so enormously menacing, it will most likely shut down all electric power in the city. So I want to settle this quickly, put you in the hands of a sailor I just met on the phone before returning safe and sound to the city. Children, I promise to investigate this man, Captain Sham, to the fullest extent of my ability as a banker. If he's in disguise, as you claim, the eyes of Poe will catch it immediately.
Welcome. Also, Goose. I didn't say your name. Welcome to the stream, man. Bum, bum, bum.
You probably know of a plant called the Venus flytrap, which grows in the tropics and in the apartments of certain lonely people. The top of the plant is shaped like an open mouth with tooth-like spines around the edges. When a fly attracted to the smell of the flower lands on the Venus flytrap, the mouth of the plant begins to close, trapping the terrified fly, who slowly dissolves into nothing. As Violet, Klaus, and Sonny arrived at their brunch with Count Olaf, a few minutes late because Mr. Poe missed the turn, they felt as helpless as a fly as Count Olaf's evil scheme closed around them. Sadly, they would not learn for a long time that someone was there, desperately trying to help them.
Hello, I'm Larry, your waiter. Welcome to the Anxious Clown restaurant, where everybody has a good time whether they like it or not. I can see we have a whole family lunching together today, so allow me to recommend the extra fun special family appetizer. It's a bunch of things fried up together and served with a sauce.
Well, that sounds wonderful. Extra special family fun appetizer for an extra special family. Mine.
I'll just have a glass of water. Thank you.
Same for me. And a glass of ice cubes for my baby sister, please.
I'll have a cup of coffee with non-dairy creamer, please.
Oh, no, Poe. Let's share a nice bottle of red wine.
No thanks, Captain Sham. I don't drink during banking hours.
If it's a celebratory brunch, we should drink a toast. After all, it's not every day that a man becomes the father of 3 children.
Please, Sham, it's heartening to know that you're glad to raise the children, but you must understand that children lost their Aunt Josephine. They're rather upset.
I'm upset, too. I'm probably more upset. Josephine was my, Josephine was my oldest and dearest friend.
Bro. Terrible
Remember
acting.
yesterday at the
Holy
town market in
crap.
Penzance?
It really does seem like yesterday, but
That's
actually,
terrible
it was many
acting.
years
Holy
ago.
crap.
She and I met at cooking school. We were oven partners in the advanced baking course.
You weren't oven partners, and Josephine was desperately afraid of turning on an oven.
Soon we became fast friends. And then one day she said to me, if I ever adopt some orphans and then meet an untimely death,
That's
promise
good.
me that you will raise them as if they were your own. Of course I agreed, but I had no idea I would have to keep that promise.
Josephine is dead?
Yes. Josephine Anwhistle jumped out of the window of her own home late last night. Didn't you hear?
I didn't realize this was a sad occasion. In that case, allow me to recommend the Cheer Up Cheeseburgers. The pickles, mustard, and ketchup make a little smiley face on top of the burger, which is guaranteed to get you smiling too. So make sure you look inside before you eat it.
Well, that's a wonderful idea. Cheer up cheeseburgers for everyone, Larry.
Odd service here.
It's the off season.
Nice performance out there. Stick to the script and we won't throw you to the leeches.
Yeah, no funny business, clown.
It's Larry. I told you my name is Larry.
We don't care what your name is.
Or what gender you are.
Or whether that hair is real.
It's a clown wig.
We don't care.
All we care about is making sure you don't blow this for the boss. So if you want to make it out of here alive,
With both hands.
you better do exactly what we say. You're going to fix a nice lunch for everybody. With no tricks,
Bro.
no knockout drugs, no poison.
Holy dude, these women are so annoying, bro. Olaf's associates are so annoying, bro. I literally just want to just.
Secret messages written in ketchup,
I
mustard,
can't.
or wasabi mayo in the Cheer Up Cheeseburgers.
You'll never defeat us. You can surround us. You can throw us out of windows. You can threaten us and make us cook for
Sorry to interrupt, but what's the soup of the day?
I want to emphasize straight away that the Baudelaire fortune will still be under my supervision until Violet comes of age.
What fortune? I don't know about any fortune.
The Baudelaire parents have left behind an enormous fortune that the children will inherit when Violet comes of age.
Oh, I have no interest in a fortune. I've got my sailboats.
Mr. Poe, Sonny's right. Surely you can finally see that this man is...
Beverages! Coffee for the gentleman,
Thank you.
a fuzzy navel for the sailor.
What?
A gift from someone in the kitchen. And water and ice for the Baudelaires.
You know our names?
Of course I don't know your names.
I've completely forgotten what we were saying. Don't you hate that?
You're saying that is Count Olaf.
What, the waiter? He didn't seem odd.
No, not the waiter, you. You've done something terrible to Aunt Josephine, and you're scheming to get our fortune.
Why would Captain Sham do something terrible to his closest friend?
Good point, Poe.
He isn't Captain...
I can't. There's no way, bro. This is scripted. There's no way that Poe is falling for. He's saying, bro. There's just no way. There's no way There's no way Mr. Poe is falling for that he is Captain Sham and not like he's Count Olaf. You can see it. You can literally see it. Like as a viewer, you can see it, and it is. This is so scripted. I swear.
Sham, he's Count Olaf.
Baudelaire, I've been more than patient with you. I understand that losing your parents and your home has had an emotional effect, as I imagine it would have on many people. I've done the best I can to find a suitable home for you, but nothing I do seems to be good enough. And now, faced with a perfectly legal last will and testament that will place you in the care of a sailor you met yesterday, you start to spout these wild, McCarthy-esque accusations.
What he said.
But if you insist, I will prove to you that Captain Sham and Count Olaf are two completely different people, step by step, as if you were babies.
Here are your Cheer Up Cheeseburgers.
Count Olaf has one long eyebrow.
I meant to ask.
Well, Captain Sham has one eye patch.
During damp weather, I can hardly wink.
If any of you had any food allergies.
But you can just tell because the voice. He didn't have to speak in different accents. The voice. It's the voice. It's the voids and how he looks. Like, it's not hard.
Count Olaf has a tattoo of an eye on his left ankle.
So that I might have informed the chef.
While Captain Sham has half a broomstick where his left ankle should have been.
We prefer the term peg leg.
Who certainly would not want anyone to have an allergic reaction.
Count Olaf will have only just met Aunt Josephine.
That would force them to leave the restaurant?
While Captain Sham has known her for many years.
Along with her husband. What's his name?
Count Olaf is a murderous man who's only interested in your parents' money, while Captain Sham has expressed great interest in raising you children without touching a single penny.
We'll see.
We're allergic to peppermints.
What? We'll see. Get me another navel.
So, can we all agree that Captain Sham has none of the hallmarks, earmarks, or benchmarks of Count Olaf?
Agreed.
If we could just go back to Aunt Josephine's house.
There's something strange about that note.
We've already been over the note, Baudelaires. It's not a forgery. And the grammatical mistakes are merely the nervousness of any woman who is about to throw herself out a window.
Hear, hear.
Now, Captain Sham, I have some papers in my briefcase that I need you to sign.
And then the children will be mine.
You'll be caring for them, yes.
And there's nothing in the world that can stop me.
Well, that peculiar way of saying it, but yes.
I brought the bill. Take your time. I'm sure none of you are in any particular hurry.
The banker's buying.
Oh, well, okay, that's fine. Sham, I need to have a few words with you about the children's education.
Well, I've always been a big supporter of the school voucher system.
Have you indeed?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Everyone is allergic to something. Whether it is gluten, injustice, dark chocolate, corruption, pollen, or common decency.
And you'll do all the dishes.
Baudelaire orphans were allergic to peppermint. Their allergies were notoriously quick-acting and powerful. Of course, if you are allergic to a thing, it is best not to put that thing in your mouth, particularly if the thing is cats. But Violet, Klaus, and Sonny knew that this was an emergency. The strange message they had received seemed to indicate there was more for the Baudelaires to investigate, but not until after they got away from Count Olaf and his miserable lunch. So while Mr. Poe began to tell a very boring story.
That reminds me of a time I bought a carton of milk. Well, the clerk asked me what kind of milk.
Children unwrapped their peppermints and placed them into their mouths.
Almond milk, whole milk. And so I said, low fat, please. And then the clerk leads me to the dairy section where the milk is kept. And he said to me, proud as can be, you look terrible.
We're having allergic reaction.
I feel quite terrible.
Oh my gosh, what
Goodness
the?
gracious, Violet, you have huge, ugly red patches on your skin. Klaus, your tongue is swelling. Sonny, both things are happening to you.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Nothing?
No.
Violet has a hive on her face the size of a hard-boiled egg.
Then just need to take some deep breaths.
I think we should go home and rest.
An excellent idea.
Oh, it's in the middle of brunch. Just lean back in your seat.
Captain Sham,
Bro.
the children are quite
Bro,
ill. Let's pay the bill and take the children home.
No, we can go home by ourselves.
I wouldn't dream of leaving you alone.
Well, there is the matter of the paperwork to go over to make the adoption official, and
No.
frankly, I would like to take advantage of the Fickle Fairy's pre-hurricane special reduced ticket prices.
Yes, finish the paperwork and have a relaxing lunch. Captain Sham can come fetch us at Aunt Josephine's house.
I'll see you very soon.
Mom's coming.
We also decode and Jonathan's method performances following Count Olaf finished the paperwork.
I can't understand what you're saying, but I assume that you think we ought to decode Aunt Josephine's note before Count Olaf and Mr. Poe finish the paperwork. But how are we going to get all the way back up to Aunt Josephine's house?
Does anybody need a ride someplace for a reasonable fee? Believe me, I've had this conversation a million times. If you look at the white whale in terms of post-colonialism...
Thank you, sir.
Call me Ishmael.
We don't have much time before Hurricane Herman arrives.
The library.
Good idea, the library.
You and Sonny take baths, soda baths to treat your head, and I'll get to work on my recess.
Bro, he's still talking weird.
Got it. Sonny and I will take baking soda baths to treat our hives while you begin your research.
Exactly. Nouns and verbs.
And those monies are locked into the tuition fund.
No, the tuition fund cannot be spent, for example, on a pair of diamond cufflinks. Just asking.
All you do is saute garlic and onions in a pot, Then add onions, capers, anchovies, diced parsley, and tomatoes.
Stop being friendly to him.
Anxious Clown Restaurant, this is Larry, your waiter. Alive? Where? Peru? Secure for the moment, but you need to know.
Who is this? Hello?
Bro, he sucks, dude.
Hello? How does it work? Hello?
The restaurant's been compromised.
We can't wait for the weather to clear. It's gonna take more than a hurricane to keep us from our children.
Hurricane.
Buckle up, darling. It's gonna be a bumpy flight.
You were right, Klaus. A baking soda bath did wonders for our hives. How's your swollen tongue and how's your research?
My tongue is improving. As for my research, see for yourself.
What is all this?
It's Aunt Josephine. No. Look, IT''F.
I remember Aunt Josephine wrote "it's" as in "it is" when she meant "it's" as in belonging to it.
That was just to get our attention, but look at the second sentence.
My heart is as cold as Ike, but Aunt Josephine said she'd like to think of her husband someplace hot. As cold as ice would make a lot more sense.
Exactly. Unless he's and grammatical mistakes at all.
They're a message. And Josephine said she and Ike developed secret codes. C for ice instead of Ike, U for unbearable instead of inbearable, RDLED. Curdled cave.
That's where I got to, but why would her last words be about some cave?
Maybe they're not her last words. What if she only wants people to think that she's dead? People who don't care about grammatical errors.
Like Count Olaf.
Exactly. What if she's alive and wants us to know where she's hiding? Curdled cave. We have to find her.
How are we gonna get to the Curdled Cave?
Look at the dotted line. It looks like the Fickle Fairy goes to the Lavender Lighthouse, which is right next to the cave.
I saw the schedule when we arrived at Damocles Rock. The Fickle Fairy leaves at least 17 minutes.
Let's gather everything we might need.
Oh no!
Klaus!
Oh gosh. Wizard of Fun, wow. Oh.
And finally, there's still the matter of Aunt Josephine's house to take care of.
Right.
Those forms need to be filled out in quintuplicate. And then we can treat ourselves to my second favorite candy when I was a boy, peppermints.
During tourist season at Lake Lacrymos, the Fickle Ferry brings visitors from all over the world to enjoy sunshine, fresh air, smoked mackerel. The ferry leaves every 17 minutes to the Lavender Lighthouse, where tourists can walk the Curdled Cave or they could bask in the lighthouse's pale purple glow. That's only when the weather is warm. During the off-season, Lake Lacrymos has very few visitors, which is why the ferry company has added 2 words to the bottom of their schedule in fine print, a phrase which here means you might miss reading it until it was too late.
Weather permitting.
What does that mean?
It means the Fickle Ferry isn't running at all.
Then how are we gonna get to Curdled Cave?
Pirate style. I mean,
There's
yeah.
also fine print attached to the sad tale. A number of concerned people are worried that if you watch the Baudelaire orphans steal a sailboat and sail across Lake Lacrymos in the middle of Hurricane Herman.
We're gonna steal a sailboat, sail across Lake Lacrymos in the middle of Hurricane Herman.
You might be tempted to do such a thing yourself.
We're stealing these too!
So allow me to offer you a piece of advice, even though I don't know anything about you. Do not take a sailboat that does not belong to you.
We're just borrowing it. We'll bring it back, and nobody will even know what we're doing.
And do not attempt to sail that sailboat during a hurricane.
Oh my god.
Especially if, like
Oh my
the Baudelaires,
goodness.
you only have a
Yo.
vague idea of how a sailboat works.
I read some aquatic literature. All we've got to do is use the sail to catch the wind.
I've seen this lever in Abel's blueprint. It's called the tiller. It steers the ship.
Now all we have to do is sail across Lake Lacrymos in the middle of a hurricane.
Oh my. Should survive
Sailing across
0,
Lake
yeah.
Lacrymos in a hurricane offers a plethora of challenges. Plethora is a word which here means too many to list, but I will try. Your boat might be tossed into the wicked whirlpool. Or dashed to bits on the rancorous rocks.
Watch out for the rocks!
And even if you were lucky enough to spy the faint purple beam of the Lavender Lighthouse.
It's the Lavender Lighthouse.
It would be an outright miracle if your boat were not destroyed at the craggy entrance of Curdled Cave. Fortunately, the Baudelaires were about to learn what any local weather person can tell you. All storms eventually break, even Hurricane Herman.
Lake Lacrymos is actually very pretty. I never noticed it before.
I guess we got used to looking at it through Aunt Josephine's eyes.
Curdled Cave is for sale.
Who would want to live in such a phantasmagorical place? What is that sound?
Just the wind. Probably. I've read somewhere that when wind passes through small spaces like caves, it can make strange noises.
Wait, was there a
It's
human
nothing
there?
to be afraid of.
I'm afraid of it anyway.
Me too.
Man, how. Oh, the jet ski.
Josephine? Are you... okay.
You figured it out. I knew you could figure it out. I knew you would decode my message.
Klaus really did it.
If Violet knew how to work this sailboat. Without Violet, we never would have made it here.
Sonny spotted the lighthouse.
Well, I am so glad to see all of you. Just let me catch my breath, and I'll help you bring in your things.
What things?
Your luggage, of course. I hope you brought food. I'm out.
We didn't bring any food.
No food? How in the world did you expect to live with me in this cave if you didn't bring any food?
We didn't come here to live with you.
Then why did you come? Whatever word that was, Sonny, it was grammatically incorrect. But maybe one of your siblings will explain in correct English why you're here.
Because Captain Sham almost had us in his clutches. Everyone thought you were dead, and in your will and testament you wrote that we should be placed in the care of Captain Sham.
He forced me to do that.
I knew it.
We were only halfway through our fried egg sandwiches when Captain Sham told me that he was really Count Olaf. He said I had to write out a will saying you children would be left in his care or he would drown me in the lake. I was so frightened that I agreed immediately, but hid a secret message I hoped you children would find. Of course, then I knew my life was truly in danger. I waited for my opportunity.
Here's Shammy.
Oh, she threw that. She's did, yeah, bro.
And faked my own death.
Yep, I knew it. I knew she wouldn't die, bro. I knew she didn't. She faked it, dude.
Well, that worked out.
It's a good thing I remembered to put gas in my recreational watercraft.
Wait, she jumped. Where did she land?
Aunt Josephine? Why didn't you take us with you? Why did you leave us all alone by ourselves? Why didn't you protect us from Count Olaf?
Oh, Violet, it is not grammatically correct to say, leave us all alone by ourselves. You can say, leave us all alone, or leave us by ourselves, but not both. Do you understand? That didn't sound grammatical either, but we'll say no more about it. We've all had a very trying day, but I don't think Captain Sham will ever find us here. We can share Curdle Cave for the rest of our lives.
We're not staying here. We're taking the sailboat back to this town, and we're taking you with us.
Oh, no way, Jose. I am too frightened of Count Olaf to face him.
But if you tell Mr. Poe what happened, then Count Olaf will be locked away. We'll be safe. All of us.
You can tell him that if you want. I am staying here.
You won't believe us unless you come along and prove you're alive.
No, 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 no. I am too afraid.
We're all afraid. We were afraid when you brought home Count Olaf. We were afraid when we thought you had jumped out a window. We were afraid to give ourselves allergic reactions. We were afraid to steal a sailboat, and we were afraid to make our way across Lake Lachrymose in the middle of a hurricane. But that didn't stop us.
I can't help it if you are braver than I am. I can't do it. I am going to live here for the rest of my life, and there is nothing you can say that will change my mind.
You know Curdle Cave is for sale.
So what?
Well, that just means that before long, certain people are going to want to look at it. And some of those people will be real estate agents.
Okay, let's go.
Ha! Good job, Klaus. Good job. Ew.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Aunt Josephine, I really do wish you'd stop saying that. Hurricane Herman is over. The sailboat is working perfectly, and we'll be back to Damocles Dock by morning. We're as safe as can possibly be expected.
Maybe you could think back to a time when you were a little more fierce and formidable.
Where did you find this?
In the library.
I haven't seen this photograph in years. Lucky Smells Lumber Mill. Oh, it's not far from here. Oh, look at Ike. Look how handsome he looks in that hat. Oh, and look at Monty.
And our parents.
Yes. And your parents. Such brave and noble people. Oh, how I miss them.
We miss them too. But we have questions about them. They never told us about you. They never told us about Uncle Monty. I have a feeling there's lots of things they never told us about.
Your parents, Baudelaires, wanted to raise you in a quiet world, far away from the fiery injustices that were threatening all of us. They were trying to keep you safe.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't. Not long after this photograph was taken, your parents and I had to make a vastly frightening decision. I remember that day so well, Klaus. Your mother had just wrestled one of our enemies to the ground when she turned to me and said, uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh. And I mean it this time.
What's wrong?
We are now entering the territory of the lachrymose leeches. Oh, my poor Ike. He always loved shredded beef tamales, and they ended up sealing his doom.
I'm sure we'll be all right. You said that the leeches were usually harmless.
Unless you have recently eaten.
We haven't eaten anything since those peppermints at the Anxious Clown. That was brunch, and it's almost morning now.
You didn't eat anything recently, did you, Aunt Josephine?
Aunt Josephine?
Banana. I ate a banana just before you arrived.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Leeches are very small animals. If we were in the water, we might have reason to fear, but I doubt they'd attack a sailboat. Hurricane Herman might have even scared them out of the territory. Uh-oh.
You see? We're perfectly safe.
Yeah. Perfectly safe. See? They're leaving.
Round two! Oh, crap!
Oh. We are going to need to sail much, much faster, or this boat will be in pieces in no time.
But sailing relies on wind. We can't make the wind go any faster.
Please don't throw me overboard. I'm too frightened.
Nobody's gonna throw you overboard.
Oh! Ah!
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Well, rowing's not gonna work.
Rowing won't help anyway. This boat is sinking. We need help.
How are we gonna get help in the middle of a lake?
We just need a signal.
That's right, darling. Close your eyes. That's what I do when I'm afraid. It always makes me feel better to block out the fear. Let's all close our eyes as if we're watching some on-screen entertainment that's too scary for people our age.
Violet's not blocking out anything. That's how she concentrates.
Fire alarms.
What?
Fire alarms.
Oh, please don't say any more scary things. I'm frightened enough.
Fire alarms are an excellent way to signal for assistance. We need noise. We need light. We need to start a fire.
Wanna get us in more danger?
If we start a fire for light and hit the bucket for noise, we can attract attention.
It'll be hard to start a fire. Everything here is wet from the storm.
Not everything. Aunt Josephine, I need your scarf.
No, I need it more. I need it to protect my neck.
I don't have time to argue with you. I'm trying to save each of our lives.
The expression is saving all of our lives, not saving each of our...
Sit down.
Oh my God.
my god.
How do we like this? Well, there's friction, but that requires technique, patience, and dry conditions.
There has to be another way.
The scientific principle of divergence and refraction of light.
The scientific principle of the divergence and refraction of light?
The scientific principle of the divergence and refraction of light. You know when horrible people use a magnifying glass to burn ants?
Olaf used to do that.
Theoretically, if I can catch enough light from the lighthouse beam, that seems unlikely.
Just try your best.
It doesn't matter if I try my best. What matters is what happens. It won't work. The angle's wrong.
The light just needs to refract off of something else to reach us.
There is nothing else. We're all alone.
That's him! Oh my gosh, that's him, that's him!
I think I see something down there.
If only we brought the spyglass.
These will have to do.
You did it.
We did it.
It's a plane! Klaus, lower the sail!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Save me!
It's
a small boat in distress.
Why would anybody be on the lake so soon after a hurricane?
Maybe they're trying to reach their family too. They'll never make it.
Unless we help them, like to fly low, reduce our speed to 80 knots.
Need to find a way to extract them.
I wish we had that grappling hook.
Wait, ferry approaching.
Can it make it?
Pulling up now. They'll be okay.
It's Count Olaf,
Might
bro.
be
It's
more
Count
than I
Olaf.
could say about us.
It's Count Olaf, bro, isn't
This
it?
might be a bit of a rough landing. Brace yourself.
I always do.
It's Count Olaf, isn't it? It's Count Olaf. It is. It's Count Olaf. It's Count Olaf. I know it is. I know it is. I know it. Call him now.
Oh, God. We're safe!
Watch, 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 watch. Watch. Watch, watch, watch. Calling it. Wow. There it goes.
Oh my goodness. What relief. Oh, we don't know how to thank you.
I knew it. Knew it.
I can think of a way.
Oh no.
You can stop faking your death and running away and rescuing each other and making me ferry around this godforsaken lake searching for you.
Parenting is exhausting.
You're not our parent, and you never will be.
On the contrary, Mr. Poe is putting the finishing touches on your adoption papers this very moment. In a few hours, you will be Violet, Klaus, and Sonny Sham.
When we explained that you forced Aunt Josephine to write that note, Mr. Poe will tear those adoption papers into 1,000 pieces.
And who is Mr. Poe going to believe? The owner of a respectable lakeside rental agency? Or 3 runaway pipsqueaks who go around stealing boats?
We only stole that boat to retrieve Aunt Josephine from her hiding spot so she could tell everybody about your terrible plan.
Is this true? You were going to betray me. After all the years we spent together. After all of those picnics by the shore. After all of those shredded beef tamales I served to your husband. After all the secrets we had shared.
Yes, I was going to betray you, and these 3 children gave me the courage to do so. Ever since their parents were killed, they have been so fierce and formidable, again and again, escaping from your clutches. And what have I done all these years? Nothing but hide in my house. Well, enough of that. My house can topple off a cliff for all I care.
Later.
I am ready to be fierce and formidable again myself, and to face you, Count Olaf. I have had enough of your schemes. I have had enough of your plots. I have had enough of your greed and your betrayal. Listen to me, Olaf, you villain, you wretch, you vastly untalented actor. I'm going to tell you something I should have told you a long time ago.
And what might that be?
It's have!
What?
You said, after all the secrets we had shared, you should have said, after all the secrets we have shared, you made a serious grammatical error.
Let me make sure I understand. You would not say Josephine Anwhistle had been thrown overboard to the leeches, because that would be incorrect. But if you said Josephine Anwhistle has been thrown overboard to the leeches, you would be all right with that.
Yes. I mean...
Wait.
No! I mean...
I think I finally understand the lesson.
Beans, all of you! And Josephine!
This does actually seem like a little...
Take the boat to Damocles Dock. I work here.
Bro, he just killed two
Josephine?
people!
Josephine
What the...
Schmosephine.
As I'm sure you know, one way to demonstrate you don't care about something is to say the word and then repeat the word with the letters SCHM, replacing the real first letters.
What?
If you didn't care about truth and justice, for example, you might say truth schmuth or justice schmustus. But as Count Olaf steered the Baudelaire orphans away from the lachrymose leeches, their feelings about Aunt Josephine were far more complicated. She had given them a home, even if it was cold and not hurricane-proof. She had tried to teach them, even if it wasn't what they wanted to learn. And like the Baudelaires, she had experienced great loss. And while that doesn't make a good guardian, it didn't make her a bad person. For this reason, the Baudelaires did not think Josephine Schmosephine. They thought, we hope Aunt Josephine is safe.
Everybody off!
Klaus?
Look.
Okay, smells lumber mill.
Yeah, Josephine said it wasn't far.
Come on, we don't have all day.
What am I supposed to do with you? You said you were going to go straight home and rest, but instead you steal a sailboat and push Josephine's house down the hill? I missed the pre-hurricane discount tickets and have to spend the night in a bed and breakfast that uses powdered eggs. I wouldn't be surprised if Captain Sham was no longer interested in serving as your guardian, even though I filled out these forms in triplicate while he boated around Lake Lachrymose looking for you on a hunch.
I don't have a hunch.
Well, I'll admit the children's behavior did make me have second thoughts, but then I also had third thoughts, which are how empty my wallet and my heart are. I truly think that the Baudelaires can be an enormous, enormous fortune in my life. And so, as I used to say to my dearest friend, the late Josephine, what's her name? Get in the car.
We're not going anywhere with you.
Mr. Poe, this man is really Count Olaf in disguise. He murdered Aunt Josephine in cold blood.
Actually, cold water.
Klaus, we've been through this. There's absolutely nothing at this point that will convince me that this man is actually Count Olaf. And you have no evidence to support these wild accusations, and I cannot, on behalf of Mortuary Money Management, merely take the word of a single child.
You don't have to take the word of a single child.
You can take the word of all three of us.
Well, actually, it's more like two. The baby doesn't really count. I mean...
Huh?
My leg has grown back! It's amazing! It's incredible!
Where's
It's
Yai?
wonderful. It's a medical miracle!
It's a mitzvah.
Oh, come now, that won't work. Even a child could see that peg leg was false.
A child did see that the peg leg was false. 3 children, in fact.
But you didn't listen. You never listen.
Well, perhaps the peg leg was false, but I have never seen this tattoo in my life.
Oh, come now, that won't work either. You tried to hide the tattoo with the peg leg.
Maybe the tattoo is real, but I have not.
Go.
Cookie smells lumber mill.
Go.
My name is Captain Sham. It says so on my business card.
Oh, come now, that won't work either again. Business cards don't prove anything. Anyone can go to a print shop and have cards made up that say anything they like.
Well, maybe I'm not Captain Sham, but the children still belong to me. Josephine told me so.
Oh, come now, that won't work for
Yes!
a long time. Josephine left the children to Captain Sham, not Count Olaf. You are Count Olaf and not Captain Sham. You are going to jail, and the children will come with me, and we'll settle this matter once and for...
Ha ha!
Baudelaire! Baudelaire! Baudelaire!
Wait, how did he know?
Baudelaire!
How does Olaf know where they're going?
Baudelaire!
Did he see it? Oh, because of the truck. Isn't even just a truck.
Baudelaire! Well, I'll find them in a minute. You will stay here, Count Olaf, and I'll finally contact the... Count Olaf! Count Olaf! I'm all alone.
What's that thing Haruki Murakami said?
When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in.
Before that part.
You won't even be sure, in fact, whether the storm is really over. Do you think we made the right choice?
Doesn't matter if we made the right choice. What matters is what happens.
I got goosebumps, holy crap, I don't know why. Oh, wow. Whoa, I got goosebumps, oh my goodness, wow. Wow. Wow, holy crap, bro. I don't know why, I think it's because of the music. Dang, that was good music. Alright, how long is this next episode? 44 minutes. All right, we'll watch like a little bit. We'll watch like half of it, and then we'll get off. Watch a little bit of this, and I'll get off.
Look away.
All right. I'm not hearing that intro. It's so it gets annoying quick.
It's a catastrophe. It's unprecedented. It's off book. It's unfortunate. The Baudelaires are lost and unsupervised. Do you know what that means?
Without supervision?
Good God, men, you're right. We must act now. We must act without delay.
Wait, what? What?
We need... Oh. Oh, my. Oh, my, this is excellent chowder. It's really good. Oh, God.
I hope Mr. Poe isn't too worried about us. Good point.
If you like watching stories in which children enjoy pleasant rides in truck beds on their way to colorful destinations,
What the gum?
where they finally solve the curious mysteries plaguing their lives,
Get a job, hitchhikers.
that story is streaming elsewhere.
What
Oh,
now?
man.
We walk. It's okay, Sonny. I got you. We're almost out of the woods.
Out of the woods is an expression referring to the fact that woods are dangerous places to be. Hansel and Gretel, two siblings enter the woods and are menaced by an elderly cannibal. Little Red Riding Hood, a wolf, enters the woods and is menaced by a rude little girl.
What the heck?
Walden, a poet, enters the woods and is menaced by revelations that we should abandon civilization and live by a pond.
The hackers.
It is for that reason that Out of the Woods has come to mean a return to safety, away from menace and disturbing revelations. I am sorry to say while Violet was right and that the Baudelaires were almost out of the forest. They were far from out of the woods.
It looks like there was a fire here. Everything's gone.
Not everything.
Lucky Smells lumber mill.
Maybe this is where all the clues lead us. The secret safe and the strange photographs at Aunt Josephine's.
The secret message and the strange statue lady at Uncle Monty's.
The only thing standing between us and all our parents' secrets
is an enormous wooden wall. What if we don't like what we find? Knowing can be a terrible thing.
But not knowing, isn't that worse? I bet I could invent a catapult to get us over.
I read about walls. There's the Wall of Jericho, the Great Wall of China.
All I need is a lever, a counterweight, and a very large spoon.
Pink Floyd's The Wall. Although Mother wouldn't let me watch that one.
Sonny?
Does this make us trespassers?
We're children.
Those aren't mutually exclusive.
If we get caught, we'll just say we were on a school trip. Come on.
What exactly are we looking for?
It's like Father said, about fine art. We'll know it when we see it. I think we're in the right place.
Or the very, very wrong place.
It could just be a coincidence.
It could be Count Olaf.
Wait, whoa.
Maybe we should leave.
Dad!
Oh! Whoa! Oh my gosh.
I thought you might be trespassers, but now I see you're just children.
They're not mutually...
We're on a school trip.
Right. Because we're school children.
Well, this lumber mill is hardly a safe place for children, and I should know. I run it. I'm Charles.
Do you recognize any of these people?
I think you better come and see my partner.
Do you know what happened to the town over there?
Well, it's a sad story. Poultryville used to be booming. We had a world food market, 2 hot yoga studios, and there was even talk of a water park. The name Poultryville was a misnomer. And then one day, the whole town burnt down in a terrible fire. Luckily, the lumber mill survived, and the eye-shaped building, which actually belongs to... Oh, look, here we are. Children, I'd like you to meet...
Call me
Whoa.
sir. Everybody does, because I tell them to. I'm the boss. They have to do what I say, even my partner here.
Doesn't partner mean equal?
In fact, partners can mean several things. It could mean 2 people who own a lumber mill together, or cupcakery. Now, with the advent of more progressive cultural mores, not to mention certain high court rulings, it could also mean...
I do all the work, he irons my clothes.
Oh, I also cook your omelets.
The definitions are not mutually exclusive.
I found them wandering unsupervised. Poor dears.
Well, you know what we do with trespassers, don't you, Charles?
But they're only children. I thought we could take them in, give them a loving, normative home.
Nonsense. I believe you treat children like grown-ups. Put them to work in the mill. It'll teach them responsibility. It'll teach them the value of hard work. And it'll teach them how to make flat wooden boards out of trees.
But sir...
Don't argue with me, we're partners.
If we work in the mill, do we get to stay here?
Get to.
This one gets it. In this economy, children are lucky to have a job at all. What's your name, young lady?
Violet. Baudelaire.
No, Baudelaire.
Wait, do you know that name?
Of course I do. Every man, woman, and child in Poultryville knows the name Baudelaire.
Why? Did you know our parents?
Who are the other people in this photograph?
I don't understand what act means, but if you want to know about your parents, they...
Sir!
Every time we're about to get some answers, seriously?
It's these cigars. I hate the things, but I can't quit smoking them. I'm the boss. Oh, where was I? Oh, yeah. There's a reason this town will never forget your parents. They're the ones that burn it down.
Our parents did what?
I'm an important man. Don't make me repeat myself. They burned down the town. They're, not anywhere nearby, are they?
They died. In a fire.
Good. What goes around comes around.
Bruh!
It's a terrible thing, starting a fire.
What the? What? No, they're alive, obviously.
Why are you still standing there? You got work to do in the morning.
Tell me, truck driver. You're sure there were 3 of them?
I'm sure. A tall girl, a boy with glasses, and a little baby who I think bit a hole in my spare tire.
And did they seem like orphans with an enormous fortune?
I don't know about that. They snuck into my truck and I threw them out maybe 2.5 miles outside of Paltryville, like I told you.
Paltryville?
You been there before?
It's been years. Tell me, truck driver.
I said my name was Amanda.
Did you ever know a woman, truck driver, who took your heart and rattled it like a baby in a cage, who joined you for years on a sequence of heists and schemes until the 2 of you were forced apart by circumstance, and also because you ran off in the middle of the night with a bunch of her valuables?
No, I've been in the lumber industry all my life.
You can let me off here in the middle of town. For you.
Seriously?
Seriously, chocolate bar.
That night in the lumber mill workers' dorm, the Baudelaires pondered what they'd heard, and the weight of it felt like it had aged them 100 years. Though, of course, it hadn't.
Did you hear about the new recruits? They're Baudelaires.
I hear their folks were arsonists. I hear they checked out library books and never returned them.
I hear they drank blood from the skulls of chupacabras.
You mean they drink from baby skulls like chupacabras?
I know what I heard.
That's ridiculous. Did any of you actually meet our parents?
I think Jimmy did. Norma Ray is here longer.
Don't look at me, look at Cesar.
Do you know anything about what happened to this town?
We're not allowed to talk about that.
It's too terrible.
Also, we don't know.
Then you shouldn't be spreading rumors.
I never believed those rumors anyway.
So, where are your parents now?
We're orphans.
Lucky you. The unsupervised life, no rules, no curfews.
Lights out, 2 seconds.
But it's only 6 o'clock.
Oh boy, more time for dreaming. I'm Phil, and I am excited to work with you kids.
Thank you. I'm Violet. These are my siblings, Klaus and Sunny.
Listen, I know things seem dark, but you have to look on the bright side. So your parents burned down towns. You don't have to be like your parents. My parents were Olympic athletes, and look at me. I work in a lumber mill.
In Phil's words, the Baudelaires could tell that their new co-worker was an optimist.
Who wants a welcome packet?
A word meaning person who thinks hopeful thoughts about even the bleakest situation. For example, if an optimist were to have his right arm bitten off by an alligator, he might say, "Oh boy, half-price manicures for life," whereas the rest of us would say, "Ah, my arm." Optimist is not to be confused with optometrist, a word meaning healthcare professional who performs eye exams.
What the frick? Huh?
Though
What?
both can be dangerous. Still, while they pored over the dense contents of their welcome packets and poked at dense beef casserole with their welcome spoons, the Baudelaires faced their first night in Paltryville with some attempted optimism of their own.
Look, the mill has a library. Maybe you can research what happened here and clear our parents' names.
Look, the mill has machines. Maybe you could invent a way of making wooden planks out of trees faster.
What does it say it is?
Optimist's office. I'm an optometrist's office. Father always said he didn't trust either.
But what does an optometrist's office have to do with Count Olaf? Maybe Phil was right. We should look on the bright side. This mill may be miserable, but since we got here, we haven't seen Count Olaf once. What if that eye really was a coincidence? What if we finally found a place where Count Olaf won't find us?
Wish I could say she was right, but Violet was asking the wrong questions. The question she should have been asking was, where does Count Olaf's ex-girlfriend work?
How does this guy? How does he know, bro?
Who is it?
I'm looking for a Dr. Orwell.
Who's calling, please?
I'm just an old friend.
Dr. Orwell's not here right now. She doesn't have any old friends.
Ah, but this is an old friend who severely regrets his actions.
Really?
Yes. He's broken-hearted, and he wants very much to forget the whole thing.
So he isn't just knocking on Dr. Orwell's door because he needs something for himself.
No, he's just in town, looking for Dr. Georgina Orwell, in the hopes of somehow making things right. Because life is so short, it is so rare to meet, to find someone who shares one's brilliance, one's charm, one's dubious moral code in a world gone gloriously wrong. Such people must stick together like comrades, like partners, like... You've changed your hair.
Olaf.
Georgina.
I swore I would never let you darken my door again. I took a solemn oath that my office would be closed to you forever, even during regular business hours.
You're not still mad about whatever I did?
You left me to drown.
Water under the bridge.
That's where you left me.
Are you sure that was you?
Sorry, I have my own life now, with my own evil scheme, which I put a lot of work into, and I don't need you ruining like that bar mitzvah.
What if I told you we had another chance to destroy the Baudelaires?
The Baudelaires?
Well, they're miserable children this time. Fate has brought us together, my pet. Fate and fortune.
How big a fortune are we talking?
Is Sonny asleep?
She's dreaming about biting something. Why?
What Sarah said about our parents. You don't think it could be true?
Of course not.
Then you agree what we have to do?
Of course. Clear their
Get
names.
out of here. Wait, what?
If we clear their names, maybe we can finally get some answers.
Maybe they wouldn't want us here.
And they shouldn't have left us alone.
You know that's not what they did.
Sorry. I know it's not their fault. And I know you're just trying to be cautious.
I guess we're not seeing eye to eye. I wish they were here. Our parents.
I know. I don't like this place either. But staying is the best way to find out what our parents were hiding.
The best way to find out would be to ask them. But we never can.
Here they are, man.
We can't keep hiding like this.
You're right. Our enemies are too close already.
I mean, from the children. We can't keep hiding this part of our lives. When we get back, we're gonna tell them everything, what we do, why we do it.
We need to make it back first. What do you think?
We're not out of the woods.
Oh, they're so
Morning
close.
is an important time of day because how you begin your morning can often tell you what kind of day you're going to have. If you wake up in a mansion to a butler serving you blueberry pancakes and fresh squeezed orange juice, your day will probably be wonderful. If you wake up in a lumber mill to the sound of metal pots banging together,
Get up, lumber workers! This is your new foreman, and you've got a new shipment of logs to turn into flat wooden board.
What's that horrible noise? It sounds like someone banging metal pots together.
I believe everyone has a good side, but I have to admit our last foreman was a lot nicer.
What happened to your last foreman?
He must have quit in the middle of the night. It happens a lot around here.
Hurry up! It's log day!
I hate log days.
Now grab a debarker and start debarking.
You too, lumber midgets.
Oh, I love log day.
Well, the babies are chewing it up.
Lunch break, lumber slowpokes.
I hate log days.
Told ya.
We finally get a break.
Lunch break, 5 minutes.
Oh boy, 5 whole minutes.
It's gum. This is gum.
Gum isn't lunch. It's not even a snack.
Well, it's not very filling, but it's all they'll let you eat until dinner time.
Can we use our wages to buy some sandwiches?
Lady, we're not paid in wages. We're paid in coupons.
I got one for 20% off a shampoo at Ed's Haircut Palace.
I got a free refill of iced tea.
I got buy 2 banjos, get 1 free. Of course, I can't buy any banjos because I don't have any money. Just coupons.
That can't be legal.
It's not like we have a constitution.
If this place is so miserable, why don't you leave?
Lucky Smells is our life. Lucky Smells is our home.
What the frick?
We need to find those answers and get out of here fast.
Dude, what on earth? Sorry, guys. Sorry.
According to the map, the mail library should be just behind the store.
Trying to get out of log day, are you?
We wanted to visit the library on our lunch break, sir.
Oh, what a lovely idea. I told you a library would be good for morale.
Nonsense. Lunch breaks are for chewing gum, not sneaking off to libraries. That's why you only need 5 minutes.
But, sir...
You're not gonna cause trouble for this mill, are you?
Trouble? I'm your partner.
I'm speaking to the Baudelaires.
Right.
I took a chance on treating you like grown-ups. Don't make me regret it. Now, get back to work.
You'll have to excuse, sir. He recently cut down on the smoking.
Do you know he feeds the workers gum and pays them in coupons?
Yes, well, I've tried to discuss that.
If you guys are partners, you should be able to stand up to him.
It's complicated. I know sir can be prickly, but you have to understand he had a very terrible childhood.
I understand. I'm having a very terrible childhood right now.
You're thinking something.
It's the new foreman. Phil said he just showed up last night. What if he's Count Olaf and being the foreman's his new disguise?
He is cruel like Count Olaf, but Count Olaf runs a horrible theater company, not a lumber mill.
But isn't it suspicious how we never see his face? And we only ever hear his voice over the loudspeaker.
The mill is noisy. Besides, it's probably the only way anyone could ever hear him. I know what you're trying to do.
Keep us safe.
Find a reason to leave, and we will, I promise, as soon as we clear our parents' names.
I need a new debarker.
Come on, Klaus. Get smart. What the frick is he doing here? What is he doing? Oh, he's trying to do like...
What are you doing, midget?
I need a new debarker.
Spoiled brat wants a new debarker. Old rusty one isn't good enough for him, eh? They're over there, rich boy.
Wait.
Whoopsie!
Bro, dude, it's the guy with the hook. It's him. It's him. Dude, it could be dead at the close.
Their glasses. They're
Twisted. Cracked.
Hopelessly broken.
They look A-okay to me.
The foreman kicked him and stepped on his glasses.
How could I kick him when I'm up in this booth? It was probably karma.
Can you see? A little.
He'll live. Get back to work.
He can't work if he can't see. He needs an optometrist. Lucky for you, we've got a great one right here in what's left of our town.
You mean the building shaped like an eye?
Oh yeah, Dr. Orwell treats all the workers. You probably saw the coupon in your welcome packet. I better get you there.
I'll be fine. Maybe I can find some answers.
Maybe I can find some answers too.
Your cruelty is as sweet as this coffee I'm dumping the sugar into. Oh, Georgina, I miss this. You, me, an evil scheme, a little death.
Le petit monde.
You know I love it when you speak Spanish. Let's run away to Europe and find a charming little country to take over.
What about the children?
Shouldn't we live together first?
The Baudelaire children. Oh.
Let me. Dr. Orwell's office.
Hey, boss. He's on his way.
He's on his way.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
In the book The Great Gatsby, there's a famous sign shaped like a pair of eyeglasses.
Does it represent an optometrist?
It represents the eyes of God staring down and judging society as a moral wasteland.
Well, that sounds like a fun book. Listen, I know going to the doctor can be scary, but doctors are your friends.
Phil was wrong, of course. As anyone who's been to a doctor knows, doctors are not necessarily your friends any more than butchers, mail deliverers, or refrigerator repair people are your friends. I myself once fought with a most unfriendly refrigerator repair person. I wonder whatever happened to him.
Ordinarily, we'd never impose, but we're in urgent need of a ride.
Partners?
Always, darling.
We better hurry before the foreman realizes we're gone. Or before Sir gets back. They're all the history of Lucky Small's lumber mill. Who would want so many copies of the same book? Of course. Whenever Klaus reads a long, difficult book, the first thing he does is reads the table of contents. Chapter 12, the Poultryville Fire. The Baudelaires were unequivocally responsible. The rest is crossed out. This one's crossed out too. This one's not crossed out.
Your goat cheese and beef jerky omelette is ready!
We have to get out of here. A dictionary. But why are you showing this to me? You can't read.
The quote that Sunny found scrawled on the inside cover has been said by many of my associates over the years. It goes,
In every library there is a single book that can answer the question that burns like a fire in the mind.
It wasn't a quote that caught Sunny's eye, nor was it the reference to fire that set Violet's heart racing. It was the handwriting. For when Violet saw the strong left lean of the L's and the confident closed loop of the O's, she knew who wrote it even before she saw the name on the library checkout card.
Bertrand Baudelaire.
Or, as Violet and Sunny knew him,
Father.
They're good children. I don't see why we have to lie to them. The truth is right there in your book.
Not anymore. Had it redacted.
Sir, you defaced your own book.
I didn't have a choice. Charles, we made certain deals to keep this mill open. And if she wants us to cover up the truth and blame the fire on the Baudelaires, well, that's the cost of doing business.
Is it really worth it?
This mill is all I have, Charles. And you. Of course I have you.
Klaus Baudelaire.
You're Dr. Orwell?
Yes, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I was on my lunch hour. Looks like somebody broke their glasses.
See? Perfectly friendly.
Well, you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar.
Actually, you catch the most flies with manure.
Aren't you smart? It's just an expression, a fancy way of saying you're more likely to get what you want by acting in a sweet way than in a distasteful way, like vinegar. Wave goodbye to your friend.
Goodbye. Is this really necessary to fix my glasses?
An eye exam is standard procedure for all my patients. You look nervous.
Father always said he didn't trust optimists or optometrists.
Well, sounds like you may have had a bad experience with one. Wonder who she was, or if she ever practiced optometry again. After the heartbreak, and the lawsuit, and the plastic surgery to assume a new identity.
What the frick?
Far away town.
What did you
Yo.
say?
I said try not to blink. You're a smart boy. Do you know what bedside manner means?
It's when...
It's when a doctor speaks in a calm and reassuring voice to make sure his patients trust him. And how are we feeling, Klaus?
Not good.
Because you broke your glasses.
Because of this town. Everyone thinks our parents did this bad thing, but they never even met them.
Well, I'm not like everyone else.
You don't believe it.
I met your parents. Standard procedure for nervous little boys. That's standard too. Now focus here, Klaus, and tell me what you see. An E or an A? An E or an A?
An A.
An A or a C?
A C.
A sea or a lake?
Wait, what?
A reptile or an amphibian? Fire or accident? A blonde or a bottle blonde? A parrot or an arsonist? Tell me what you see, Klaus.
Well, what the?
Yes, you little bookworm. Tell us what you see.
Bro, what?
I'm sure he'll be back soon. Why don't you play a game of solitaire to pass the time? Violet? That's not a window. Lights out.
Klaus? We were worried. You were gone so long. You're not wearing your glasses. Are they still being fixed? What was it like inside the eye? Klaus. You're smiling.
I'm happy to be here, sir.
What?
Wait, what?
No, sir, I'm your sister. While you were gone, I heard Sir talking to Charles. He said he made a deal to cover something up. There's something bigger going on here.
Quiet,
Did you hear what I said? I guess it's been a long day. Would you like to go to sleep?
Yes, sir.
Your shoes are still on. Klaus. I promised our parents I'd always look out for Klaus, but I didn't. He wanted to leave and I made him stay. He said now he's acting strange. It's all my fault. There's no one else to fix it.
Get up, lumber laborers! Lucky Smells has no time for dawdling. Klaus Bode a liar. Would you like to get out of bed this instant?
Yes, sir.
Would you like to bring your baby sister?
Klaus?
Bro, he got hypnotized. That's what he. I think he was hypnotized, bro. Oh no.
Lucky boy. It's wood chipper day. Would you like to make some mulch?
What are you doing? You're frightening Sunny and you're frightening me. What's going on?
Lucky Smells Lumber Mill. This is he. The Baudelaire orphans working here at the mill? That's ridiculous. They're children. They're probably somewhere enjoying a hot cup of coffee in front of a roaring fire. Wherever they are, which certainly isn't here. Now, who is this? Hello. There.
What's wrong?
With me? Nothing. We fought a host of unsavory characters, including a most unfriendly refrigerator repair person. We've flown a plane into a hurricane. We've been to Peru and back to get home to our children. And today, finally, we'll all be together. What could be wrong?
Stop it! Then we can leave.
Lucky Smells is our life. Lucky Smells is our home.
No, it's not. A home is where people take care of you, not make you work in a mill for gum. I should have listened to you when you wanted to go. If you're still in there, I want you to know I miss you in an inordinate amount.
Inordinate? What? What the heck does that mean?
It can mean many things. Immoderate, irregular. But in this case, I think it means you miss me a lot.
Klaus, you're back.
Where was I? Why am I not wearing shoes?
I'll have to explain how you hurt your leg.
Ballroom dancing?
They'll believe that. They've seen you dance.
I don't know what's going on here, but we need
Go
to...
to liars!
We need to...
I'm talking to you, lumber brats. Go to the very fancy door. You have visitors.
And it's who I think it is.
Ah, there you are, children. Now, I know your time here hasn't been peachy, but your luck is about to change, because I brought you this peach.
But who's visiting us?
Oh, I don't know. But they can't come inside, because that would be trespassing, and then they'd be put to work. But I can tell you, they are just on the other side of that very fancy door.
Come on. Come on.
Children? Children? Duncan, Quigley, Isadora?
Mother? Father?
Get over here, you three.
How was your work trip?
Oh, we're just happy to be home.
How did you hurt your leg?
Breaking out of prison in Peru.
Bro, what? No.
I beg you turn this program off now. Imagine this story has a happy ending. You can pretend the woman at the door is the Duchess of Winnipeg and she's come to throw the Baudelaires a pony party at her chateau. Or you could pretend that she's a butler with a tray of blueberry pancakes, or a loving parent that you thought you'd never see again. But if you choose to watch on, let me warn you, the misery does not end here. In fact, I visited Poultryville myself many years later. It was long after the Lucky Smells lumber mill had closed its doors, and Dr. Orwell's office had fallen into disrepair. Of course, the building wasn't originally an optometrist office at all, but the headquarters of a secret organization. That is where I learned what happened to Klaus Baudelaire. Poor, poor Klaus Baudelaire. It's enough to make you want to abandon civilization and live by a pond. But if you choose to look this misery in the eye, you should be asking one question. It's the same question that the Baudelaires should have asked. My beloved Beatrice should have asked it on the day that she died. And that question is, where is Count Olaf?
My. Aren't you a lucky boy?
No.
Yes, sir.
Lucky Smells Lumber Mill. Yeah, this is he. The Baudelaire orphans working at the mill? Well, that's ridiculous.
You might be wondering about the identity of the mysterious caller who rang to inquire about the Baudelaires. I've conducted extensive research, and all that I can tell you is that whoever it was...
Now, who is this? Hello?
They were of no help whatsoever.
Oh, it's
See what's next on the list.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That ending to episode 7 gripped my heart. Oh my goodness. That actually gripped my heart. But yeah, we're going to episode 8. I'm gonna end it here though. Thank you all for watching. Yeah, that episode wrecked my heart. I thought it was actually them, but it would not have come that soon. It would have not came that soon. So yeah. But yeah. Peace out. Yeah, love you all. The end stream. Bye bye.